time.
All right.
There you go, you're live. Well, I'm just getting up on Facebook.
Yeah, okay. So, almonds. What?
I wanted to have a video, but an advert came up.
All right. Right, okay. Afternoon, folks. Not seeing anybody.
Well, you're up. I'm just sharing it out.
Okay. There you go. Hi, Darren. How you doing, mate? Fantastic. Right. Well, we got an important person with us, Darren. So I better crack on. Gonna make falafel. I did this last week. Sorry, Ella's recording for YouTube.
There you go.
So we're gonna make falafel. I did it last week. I changed the way I did it a little bit in the recipe, and I baked it in the Ninja grill. Other ovens are available. And it really worked. It really worked. So I wanted to show you, because one of our favorite festival dishes is falafel, obviously normally made of chickpeas. This isn't. Yeah, it's still got a great taste, great texture, and very much reminded of our festival days. Ingredients, it says in the recipe broccoli, rice. You can use cauliflower as well. So I am going to use a mix of the two today. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Kathy, Vicky, Christopher, Pamela. So I'm just going to weigh it out to start with, and then I'm going to blitz it in the food processor.
Do you think the siren was loud enough?
No. Both myself and Ella just looked at each other. There was a siren going down the high street, and RG normally starts howling if it's a bit closer. So with broccoli rice, always best to use the stalk, the stem. It's firmer. Just going to clean it up a little bit. Just get rid of any of the sort of scraggly leaves on the end. I'm weighing it out because I want 600 grams of a mix. So I've got a little bit of the florets, some of the stalks. So I'm going to do 300 grams of each. This makes 4 quite big portions. You'll soon see how this all works. Is that our Emma Louise? It's got to be. I can't quite see the. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah. The other change that I've made to the recipe is, rather than using egg, wanted to try it out with 2 different protein powders. So I've got egg white protein powder, and I've got pea protein powder. Now, again, I did this last week, and it worked great. What are they doing in there? Are they just having a bit of a play fight?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming over a cream pot. That's what I think.
Ah, right. Okay. All right. So there you go. Just over 600 grams. That's fine. How many carbs is the pea protein? There you go.
0.2.
0.2 grams of carbs per 100 grams. The thing is with pea protein is you can't use much of it. It's a very small amount per dish.
Yeah.
It's a small amount because it has a distinctive taste, and if you go overboard, you'll ruin whatever you're making. So it is quite a difficult protein powder to use. Did you taste the egg white protein? Could you taste it?
No.
Right, because you use more egg white protein than you use pea protein. We'll redo the recipes and put them online so everybody knows what the macros are. I don't have them on the top of my head. However, the basic recipe, this works out per portion 7 grams of carbs, 14 grams of protein. So the idea about using the protein powders was, yes, we might drop the carbs just a little bit, but not much. We're not adding the egg, so that's not going to change the carb value too much. But what we are doing is we're raising the protein value. So, I'm just going to do this in small batches. It won't take me a second to do it. I'm not doing it really fine. You saw that it's blitzed, yes, but it's not. I didn't overdo it. I still want sort of nice. Again, imagine if you mashed or pulsed chickpeas, you still get a little bit of a texture. The dogs are having a crazy half hour. We've just got back from the walk as well. So this is exactly the same as if you were doing cauliflower broccoli rice to sort of make as a side dish. If this was a side dish, the 600 grams would make sort of two or three portions, standard portions. You can see how much I'm getting out of this. Outside.
Let's go.
I'm just going to go and shut the door. Okay, there we go. They probably only do this maybe once a day, twice at the most. Obviously, Coco still does the zoomies around the house. Archie can't be bothered anymore. He'll zoom when she's zooming, but not by himself. He's too sensible for that now. Yeah. Okay. So that's about 600 grams of cauliflower and broccoli rice. I'm going to do these as two separate dishes. So I'm going to do 2 portions using pea protein, and I'm going to do 2 portions using egg white protein, and so I can show you the difference. So the recipe that's on the website or in the book, basically I'm going to halve the ingredients per bowl. You know what I mean. There we go. 304. We can split it a bit more. 320. There we go. Right. So we've got 2 equal portions. Oh, look. It looks like Michelle Cooper's on. Hello, Keto Fitness Club. Oh, sorry, I didn't see the question. Hang on. Mr. Bees, is there good and bad? No, because your pea protein is just usually straightforward, a bit like egg white protein. There's nothing in it. Michelle, we know. Yeah, I mean, I've got this one. I've had this in the cupboard for such a long time. It's a recognized brand. You can pick it. It's not that expensive either.
That came from Morrison's.
This came from, did it?
Yeah,
I don't think it did. No, we've seen it in Morrison's. I think I got this from Daily Bread.
I remember picking it up in Morrison's.
Right, okay. Daily Bread also sell it, but health food shops will sell this. Afternoon Ellison Mead. Yeah, pea protein. It's pretty much by itself. They don't really add anything else to it. It's not like
the natural unflavoured one anyway.
Yeah, I suppose I've never really seen it used in much. I suppose no, you can get it in the Paulson. You can get, they do shakes, like vegan shakes using the pea protein. It can be a little bit random. What could we use instead of pea protein? Allergic to peas? Use egg white protein.
So which one are you doing first, egg white or pea?
I'll do them both together.
Okay.
I'll do them both together. We'll do the because I'm going to put all the spices inside here now. Now the last time I made the one with the egg white protein, I didn't put the nuts in.
Yeah, and it didn't need them.
So do you want me to leave these out?
Yeah, I'd leave them out.
Right. Okay. So I wasn't sure whether. Okay, I'll leave them out. Right. Spices then.
I think you had to have had some of the almonds to the pea one, just because you couldn't add enough pea without it
taking like mushy peas, yeah. Right, so coriander. Half a teaspoon of ground coriander per portion. Ground cumin is going to be a teaspoon of each.
When you say per portion?
Well, per bowl. So there's 2 portions, so per bowl. If you're following the recipe, it was 1 teaspoon of coriander and it's 2 teaspoons of cumin. Over 4 portions. Now, we like ours a little bit stronger. And I might add a little bit more spice to this because there's no heat in this. Plenty of flavour, just no heat. A little bit of turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon in each. Right, so you want me to add some ground almonds to the pea protein, yeah?
Well, I don't want you to do anything. I want you to do what you did last time.
Right, well, that's what I did last time, so I'll do that. So it's 50 grams of the ground almonds.
So this is closer to the original recipe, except you've just added more flour in then.
There's no egg.
So where's the moisture coming from?
Steaming it.
Right.
So this was the trick. Hello, Caroline Brown. Right. Okay. So I'm going to do this one first. So I'm going to steam this now in the microwave. So lid on. It's got enough moisture in it. I mean, I did wash the cauliflower and broccoli, so that's obviously trapped a little bit of water in there.
So you've not add the pea in yet?
No, not until I've mixed it through. I'm going to microwave that for about 3 to 4 minutes. We'll test it as we're sort of going through to see how well cooked it is. Let's move that. Right, I've just stuck that on for 3 minutes. And I'll come back to this one in a minute. Oh,
Michelle has a question.
There are so many veggie protein powders. How do you know the good from the bad? What if they had it add to them? That's what makes them bad. What's been added to them? It's the processing part, isn't it? It's not what's in the food. It's what's been done to the food. You know, has it gone through a huge amount of processing? Like pea protein is actually a clean protein. The only processing there's been dehydration, really. So I've got a couple of good bunches of coriander. These are going to go into the mix once we mash it down. The weather on Monday is about 18 degrees. That sounds exhausting to run in, but you know, I've run in worse.
Stick another bit on. Or 20 probably at some points in Barcelona.
No, it never got above 30. It got, I mean, Milton Keynes was hotter. That was about 20. That would have been about 28, yeah.
Right. Milton Keynes, there was no shade.
Yeah, no, there's zero.
At least in Barcelona, there were parts where, because of the tall buildings.
Right, so while that's doing, sodding fly. We've got the door shut now and there's a fly in the house. Well, it'll certainly be cool at 8:30 when I set off. I know that. Right. Tea of the day. Hi, Ben. My spiced chai, which I'll need to place another order for because I've nearly finished the pack. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is a quick spicy tomato sauce, because we're going to have some protein wraps, some cheesy wraps, some paneer wraps with the falafel, and then a spicy tomato sauce on top. So really, really easy sauce to do. Would be if I got some butter out. All right.
Emma says fly equals extra protein.
Well, if I can catch it. Right, so here's the first one. So this is the one that's going to have the pea protein in. So I've steamed it. You can see lots and lots of moisture. And I just want to sort of get it cooked enough that it will start to almost like create a mash. It's pretty much done there. So that was 3 minutes at full power. There's still a little bit more to go in there, as in the protein powder will help it stick together. I'm probably going to go 1 more minute. Just soften it a little bit more. Right, okay. How long do you think it'll take you? I don't know. I haven't run a marathon for a couple of years. I certainly haven't been able to train the way I'd need to because of the injury. So to be honest, I'm actually not worried about the time because I'm going to be nowhere near my quickest. And I've still not decided whether I do the full or do the half. I had some treatment today. I've got some more treatment on Thursday to try and lengthen my right leg, try and sort my hip out, because my hips are out of line, which is causing pain down through my right glute, which is causing me to not be able to rotate properly. So I don't know yet. I know the sensible option is do the half, not the full, because I can do that, and I can do that without much damage. But
the runner's option.
But the runner's head thinks, oh, I've not run Boston before. Quite like the idea of running a nice flat marathon. I know I can run probably 16 to 18 miles pretty much before it starts to take any serious effect. It's what happens then. I hope to get round in. Yeah, no, to be fair, mate, that sounds about right.
It's like, as Nicola said, as a fellow runner, I recommend you don't push yourself over the limit. However, as
Yeah.
a fellow runner,
Yeah.
I would also do the marathon.
So, I mean, it will take me at least sort of, I would say 4.5 hours at current level. All right. So I'm just quickly sort of, I forget what I'm doing to them.
Frying?
Sort of frying, but
Sauteing.
sauteing. That's the word. I was trying to think of the word. I'm sauteing some shallots. It's about 100 grams of shallots there. Right. So this one is now going to go into, because that's much better. I can even see that instantly.
With the colour as well.
Yeah. So I've just stuck that straight on for 4 minutes. Okay. So I can see now when I'm pressing it, it's sort of forming already. So that's much better. Okay. So fresh coriander. Fantastic. Yes, sorry. I will say thank you very much to Lisa for stepping in this afternoon. On the way back from the chiropractor, I got stuck on the M1. It had been closed. Weirdly enough, my sat nav had no idea what was going on.
Wow.
It told me at one point that I was 35 minutes away from home. It took me a further hour to do another mile, which was still 20 miles from home. It was, yeah, I don't know what happened on the M1, something quite serious because they closed off all 3 lanes for several junctions. So thank you very much, Lisa Dollery, for taking the high impact, the low impact class this afternoon. I got back literally just as you were finishing. I will rewatch it.
So what are you looking for the shallots?
I'm just sort of sauteing them down. I'm not browning them off. I'm just very gentle, softening them up because I want them to be sort of part of the sauce. I don't want them to sort of dry out. Yeah. Don't worry, Sue. I'm not going to be offended. Said it plenty of times. Lisa is an amazing trainer. She's such a talented person. Such a talented. The fact that she can turn her hand to well, all sorts of different styles of training. It's brilliant. And when she saw the message, I had to phone Ella and say, look, you know, you're going to have to let everybody know I'm not going to be back in time. Lisa was straight on the phone to me, said, I can do it. So it was really nice for her to sort of jump in last minute.
So how much pea?
10 grams of pea protein.
So in a full batch, that'd be 20.
In the full batch, it'd be 20, yeah. Okay.
Do you know the colour of this one?
It's a great, well, obviously, I mean, the turmeric is helping with the colour. Yes, yes, the other spices, the cumin and the coriander are adding to that as well. I'm pretty sure I've got everything in there now. Yeah. I'm just going to let that cool a little bit so I can actually start to mold it. So I'm going to leave that alone for a minute. That's that one done. Spicy tomato sauce. I've got some passata. I'm buying it in boxes now because it's actually cheaper in the box than it is in the tin, and more recyclable. It's a 500 gram rather than a 400 gram. Same carb value, nothing added to it. So yes, be aware that sometimes passatas might be sweetened. This is a single ingredient, it's just tomatoes. If I could actually read it. Audi, yeah. It is in there somewhere. Yeah, ingredients, tomatoes, nothing else. Okay. I almost got myself.
You almost got tomato ketchup in your tea.
I know. Come on. Right. So I'm going to let this cook gently, and it is going to bubble away. So I'm going to stick a spit guard over the top of it. Season it up first. I'm going to make it spicy, so it's going to have some Kashmiri chili and some chili powder. Catch you later, Tracy. So, yeah, spices is very personal, so don't overpower it. You can always add a little bit more later on if you want to.
And there's development time.
Yeah. So there's about half a teaspoon of Kashmiri chili and about a quarter teaspoon of chili flakes. I'm just going to let that sort of cook through nice and gently, just to let it reduce. That's all I'm going to do. So it will thicken up a little bit. Just take some of the moisture out. It's going to need a little bit more spice, but I'll let it go for now. Right, I'm going to put that on there to stop it spitting everywhere. Nope. I just went in the fridge to get this out of the microwave. I opened the fridge and went, wrong one.
I was like, yes,
Right.
put Greek yogurt in the topic.
All right.
Just, I don't know why.
Okay, so this other mix, which is the same base, broccoli, cauliflower, the same spices, microwaved with a lid on it for 4 minutes. Actually, it needs another. You can feel it's still quite crunchy underneath. It's not squidgy.
Maybe it needs 3 minutes, a break, and another minute.
Yeah, it's just not quite ready. So 1 more minute. The dog's on top of the table again. When I went outside earlier to go on the phone, she went and stood at the top, and she was in my face like that. Right, so while that's... Oh, I can do this one now. So this one's probably cool enough that I can start putting it into little molds. Now, I'm using the Air Crisp basket for the Ninja grill. I have added it, yeah. Yeah, I was just making sure I'd added the pea protein. I'm not necessarily going to weigh these out or anything. I'm just going to take a handful. I'm not going to be too precise with rolling it either. Just give it a bit of a squeeze. It will hold together. There you go. Done. So do you want me to put it that way?
Yeah.
So effectively, a nice big spoon. You can see it's steaming, but it's not hot. You want to do this while it's still warm, definitely. There you go. Yeah? You're going to get a good 10 to 12, falafel out of this. And look, I'm barely squeezing this. It goes together so easily. Really? Now, the Ninja is great for this because of the Air Crisp gets to 200 degrees pretty damn quickly. And these take less. I think they took, 12 minutes last time to cook? Let's face it, I'm not really having to cook much there. The cauliflower, the broccoli is already cooked. There's no raw egg in this now, so we don't have to worry about that. We're just getting them nice and brown. So we've got 9 there already. Easily get 12 out of this. So bear in mind, this is only 2 portions. So, good 6, maybe 7 per portion.
And it is a low carb dish rather than a keto dish.
Yeah, well,
but
by the time I finish making what we're going to make it, it's still going to be, for a meal, this will be less than 12 grams of carbs.
Yeah. Bob doesn't like that.
Less than 12 grams of carbs for a main meal. from low carb veggies, we can, the cheesy wraps are plenty of protein and fat inside them. That's why we're using them. There you go. There you go. I'm looking for some, but I've got 13 out of it. There you go. Right, so you can see them in there. I'm not going to do anything with them. The Ninja is ready. There we go. You can come in. Right, move. Come on, out of the way. Okay, so they would be fine with a side salad and kebabs and a double Greek. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you could have these as a little side. They're perfect. Okay, so same as. Nice big handful of fresh coriander. This time round, I'm going to use the egg white protein powder. So I'm using 20 grams of egg white protein powder. I haven't tried it with just 10. It might work, but I know it works with 20.
That's 40.
So that would be 40 for a full portion, yeah.
And that's my protein.
Yeah, I mean, you can get egg white protein powder. Again, if you just go with a standard egg white protein powder, then, there's nothing else added to it. What's my preferred? I don't think I had a preference, actually. I think I just enjoyed both. Yeah. There was no...
I couldn't taste much difference.
I could definitely taste the pea, but then
when I had them the day after, and we chucked them all in that tub, I couldn't distinguish between the individual ones. So because I didn't know which one was egg and which one was pea, I couldn't taste egg or pea.
Now I'm just thinking, did I add salt to these?
No.
Right. And is there any... There's no other spice that I added to those that I didn't add to these, is there?
No.
Would you like me to spice these up a little bit? So let's have...
One thing I would say is when people are buying the egg white powder, make sure they're not buying whole egg powder.
Yeah, egg white protein powder. That's what you're looking for.
So, just some chili flakes.
Just some chili flakes. Give it a little bit of a kick. Oh, wow. All right. So I'm going to let that cool down for just a minute, and then I'll start to squish that into little. Mr. Beginning, what do not use an egg instead? No, you can use an egg. I'm just replacing the egg. We wanted to use the protein powder to see if we can get the protein even higher. Obviously, one egg is only 7 grams of protein. So, and that was divided up over 4 portions, where I've added in 5 per portion, 5 grams of protein from the pea protein or 10 grams of protein from the egg white. So you can use an egg. It is a little bit looser, definitely. But it still works because that's the original recipe. That's the one that we normally go for. We just don't need it. Oh, right, to help sort of bind it. You just don't need the egg in this one because the powders help bind it together when it's cooking. Right. So while that's cooling and that's cooking, and I can see it's reducing down a little bit because it's getting thicker. Beautiful. Cheesy wraps. So, cheesy wraps. really straightforward. 2 ingredients: cheese and egg. That's it. You can use either halloumi, or is this grilling cheese? So grilling cheese. So this is the Aldi version of halloumi. Regardless of which one you use, it's 50 grams of cheese to 1 egg. You can use mozzarella. So this is the block mozzarella, the pizza mozzarella. This is from Morrison's. So again, just a chunk of that. Or you can use the mozzarella balls. Just make sure you get the liquid out. Or, which is the one I'm going to do today, paneer. So again, big block of paneer. You can get this also in little cubes. Morrison's do it in packs, in little cubes. This is, yeah, the big, you can only get it in certain Morrison's though. So most supermarkets will sell a paneer in a similar sort of size pack. Finally some cheese. I know, Ross. What is this? Cooking and cheese is last. You can get paneer they're very similar sizes to the feta cheese. They're sort of 226 grams, isn't it? To be very precise, 226. So I'm going to move this to the back because I'm going to use little pan to do some cheesy wraps.
You're not using the crepe?
No, I'll just use that. It's fine in this. These ones work fine in here. Oh, I didn't weigh it.
Emily's there?
Hi, Emily. Right, I'm only going to do 100 grams at a time because I need to blitz this. Then I'm going to add the egg. There you go, 100 grams. Oh, yeah. I've got 3 cheeses here, but I'm just using paneer. So you can use halloumi, paneer, or mozzarella. My preferred version has always been paneer. I can't even really tell you why it's my preferred version. I think they just work better as a wrap. There's not much difference in taste, is there?
There's no difference in taste between paneer and mozzarella. See, the blue one's saltier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, so 100 grams of cheese equals 2 eggs. I would normally use the bullet for this, so it might be a little bit rougher. Stable as in... There we go. What? Oh, right. Can you go and get it then? We happen to be busy. Ouch.
Chris says when I use mozzarella, they're a nightmare compared to halloumi. I do think paneer is the most stable. I think that's why you like
maybe, yeah. But I've made them with mozzarella, and you can get them to work. Thank you. Right.
Now the dog's fun with it. That didn't work off, did it?
No. Yeah, a flash of Louis. He had to go and answer the door. The dogs would have gone, but they have no thumbs, so they can't open the gate.
They wouldn't be thumbs, they'd just walk through it.
What's wrong, Lachlan? She found some chewing gum when we were out for a walk. She was desperate to keep hold of it, desperate for it. I spotted her snaffle it up. Straight in, I thought that it's too white to be a stone or anything, definitely chewing gum. And she'd hidden it, and she was chewing away on it. We managed to get it off her, and as she walked away from us, Archie sort of came over and sniffed her mouth and was like, "You got minty breath." Oh dear. Right, little bit of butter. You can use coconut oil as well. Don't burn it.
We're going to get it 2 or 3.
Slightly
smaller pan.
It's a slightly smaller pan. It'll be 3 or 4. Just want to make sure I get enough of the liquid out as well. Oh, why has that gone off? Oh, it's still good. It's up there. There we go.
That's neat.
Yeah. Yeah, I made the paneer once and then buggered up the second time, but I do need to do it again. Just bought 2 sun loungers, so if they're nice. I'll relax on one of them. Thanks, Catherine. At least someone will be relaxing. Right, where are we? So let's have a look at what's in here. Right, so this first set of falafel have been in for 11 minutes. Right, away. And you can see they're beautifully cooked. Crispy. I mean, this is the advantage of the Ninja and the air crisping basket, is that they've crispened all the way around. So they're golden all the way around. They're perfect. They're fully cooked. I mean, I don't need to carry on with this. They're done. There you go. I'll crack one open. There you go. So they're beautiful. Yeah. Toby is Louis' stupid half. Don't worry about that, Ross. There's plenty of Tobys in this house sometimes.
We should probably explain that Dan actually messaged you. Didn't realise he was.
So yeah, Dan from UK Low Carb podcast, who we spoke to a few weeks ago, and we did the podcast, and he released it last week. He accidentally called Louis Toby in the intro, and realised his mistake, I think pretty rapidly, and he changed the intro.
Oh, wow, look at that.
He changed the intro. I mean, he didn't bother us, and even Louis found it quite funny, especially when we kept calling him Toby. Right, so again, the trick with any of these cheesy wraps is put the mix in the pan and leave it alone. Don't play with the pan, don't sort of mix it around. Look, there you go, perfect. And it's fully flexible, see? So I'll pop that there. Multitasking at its finest here. So yeah, I'm going to get 3 good ones out of this. A little bit more. Spread that around a little bit. Might need a bit more liquid in that. It's because I haven't blitzed it in the thingy. The bullet. It's not as thin a paste. I might get the bullet out for the next step. There we go. A little bit of cheating. Just spread it out. Get it nice and even.
That's not cheating, that's how you written the recipe.
Is it? What is that? Yeah, I don't think Dan knows about Bob. Next time I talk to him.
So this is egg white.
So this is egg white protein. That's interesting. These got more moisture in them. Hear it?
Yeah.
So the egg white, sorry, the pea protein definitely soaked up more of the moisture. I don't remember. I mean, they're still forming. So I just need to flip that pancake over. All right, wrap over. Cheesy wraps. I mean, again, don't be surprised if the first couple that you do, they just fall to pieces. You just have to get used to it. You just, again, don't, I smeared that around. I got it sort of even across the pan, left it alone. It'll do its thing. Yeah, the other side. So you want to sort of cook it sort of, it's like 80% on side one and then 20% on side two. So it's done now. Right, last one, and then I'll... in the falafel mixture, Emily, it's a mixture of cauliflower and broccoli rice, and then with the seasoning, and then the first batch, so the batch that's here ready-made, is the egg white protein. Sorry, no, it's pea protein to hold it together, and this one is egg white protein. And I say randomly, and I'm not sure exactly why. Maybe I left it, it was beeping away in there for a minute or two with the lid on. So a lot of the moisture has stayed in.
So it got microwave for a full minute more than the...
Yeah. Yeah. But again, it doesn't matter because once you squeeze the moisture out a little bit, it's holding together. Right. Even more untidy wrap, but it doesn't really matter.
What do we say? It's rustic.
Yeah. It's squeaky, yeah. What was that? Can the wraps? Yes, absolutely. Wraps can be frozen, and the falafel. Once you've cooked them, once you've got them nice and crispy, then yes, they can be frozen. They'll reheat in seconds in the microwave. And the wraps, just leave them out for like 10 minutes, and they'll be pliable again. There we go. Right, so I'll do another set once we're clear. So what have I got out of this? 6, 9. So I'm going to get 11 out of this. Yeah, I'm going to get 11 out of this, at least. It won't be by the time I've got the water out. That's interesting.
This is a troubleshooting of what happens if you steam it too much.
Yeah, if you steam it too long, obviously the steam just went back into the mix. Look, I will not be beaten by a bit of cauliflower. There we go. Right, I'm going to pop those in the Ninja as well. So the Ninja grill. Okay, so I'm going to put them to 10 minutes and they'll be done. Okay, let's have a quick tidy up.
That's going to be a long video.
Sorry. Yeah, but I've done 3 dishes, Michelle. 3. Yeah?
Well, technically 4, because you've done 2 versions.
Okay, there you go. Technically, I've done 4 dishes in 49 minutes. Just saying. Just saying. Tune in Thursday to see Michelle make one thing, and 3 hours later, still not sure what it is. What? Oh, right, sorry.
What? Emily's got an important question. What?
Is all the moisture? Yeah, it's because when I microwaved it, while I was busy here, it had finished microwaving. So as it sat in there cooling for about another minute, all that moisture had gone back into the broccoli and cauliflower. So there you go. Make sure once it's cooked, then remove the lid. Otherwise, it goes a bit soggy. It worked fine. It worked fine. Not going to be stressing about it.
Michelle's back.
Yeah, I know. Look, you try to do girly chats while we're doing PT sessions. We should actually sort of get Chris to sign this Keto Fitness Club, and then see if we can get sort of Sue to sign this Keto Fitness Club. We can have a conversation, and we'll know who it is. Squeezing it out, yeah, you could do. Yeah, you could use such a small amount. I mean, you could, if you wanted to squeeze the whole lot out, then yeah. But I would have squeezed it out before adding in the egg white protein. I didn't realize how much moisture had gone back in. It's fine. To be fair, there's another thing. If it was still a little bit sort of squishy, another scoop of egg white protein, that would have brought it together. Right. Should we tidy up? And are you having cheesy wraps?
No, I'm making my own.
Right, you're making your own. So if I just make some more for me and Louis then. But we don't need to sort of do them on live, do we? We can let these poor folks go and enjoy something much more sensible. So what's next? Thank you very much, folks. Today is Tuesday. Therefore,
so
Wednesday.
Facebook Live only Wednesday and Thursday. So Sandy tomorrow doing a turmeric masterclass, and then Michelle doing.
Michelle, what are you doing on Thursday? Come on, here's your time to announce to the world what you're gonna do. Oh, she's not listening now. Anyway.
It takes a little while. Oh, nettles.
Nettles?
With a special gift.
Right, okay, so Michelle is making, she's making nettle soup then?
I don't know what
Oh,
she's
nettle
making.
crisps.
She's making something with nettles.
All right.
And then it's us for the
Tea time
Q&A
still.
Friday evening, me with chocolate cheesecake Saturday morning, and then you with bubbler squeak on Sunday afternoon.
Okay, there you go. So did you get all of that? Right, thank you very much for joining in. As per usual, it was fun. I'll see you all later. Bye.